Okay, let's dive into this. If you're currently paying a monthly fee for cloud-based tools like GitHub Copilot, there's a very good chance you're executing your AI coding the expensive way and quite possibly the less private way too. Look, the tech world is moving incredibly fast right now, and we are starting to see a massive shift in how developers are thinking about the tools they use every single day. Right now, a huge number of developers are just blindly sending massive amounts of their proprietary coding context, their logic, their internal architecture, the whole shebang straight into cloud tools. But we've kind of got to stop, take a breath, and ask ourselves a really fundamental question here. Do we actually need to be doing this? Is the cloud literally the only way to get smart coding assistance? By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why developers are moving away from that cloud reliance. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the price of convenience, then enter local AI agents, testing tasks instead of hype, the real trade-offs you face, and finally, we'll give you your own AI decision framework. Part 1. The price of convenience, the hidden costs of cloud AI. So cloud AI coding tools are undeniably amazing for sheer convenience. I mean, you install a quick plugin, they work immediately, and boom, within minutes you've got instant chat help right inside your editor. But that incredible convenience, it comes with a literal price. Relying entirely on someone else's server traps you in this endless cycle of subscriptions and super strict token budgets. And let's be honest, nothing kills a productive afternoon coding sprint faster than running out of AI completions mid-thought. Ultimately, it just creates a long-term dependency on a tool that you simply don't own. But hold on a second, cost is only half the story here. Actually, this is the part most people completely skip over when they're evaluating their tech stack. And it's where things get really fascinating. It's so easy to just stare at a scary monthly cloud bill, but the true cost isn't just about money. Fundamentally, it is about control. We have to ask three absolutely critical questions. Who controls the model you're using to generate code? Who controls the rich context you're feeding into it? And most importantly, who controls what data actually leaves your machine? Once you really start weighing data privacy and your intellectual property, well, local AI stops sounding like some niche weekend hobby and instantly becomes a highly serious workflow option. Section 2. Enter local AI agents, bringing the workflow home. Now, what's really interesting about this is how it totally flips the script on privacy and control. So, what exactly is the solution we are talking about? A local AI coding agent. Very simply, it just means your coding assistant's workflow runs closer to you. It runs right on your own machine instead of living entirely out there in the cloud. That could mean running a local model on your own hardware, setting up a local agent loop that iterates on your code, or even just a terminal-based workflow that securely reads your local files. All of this gives you a massive amount of control. Now, if we were having this conversation 5 years ago, running this locally would have sounded completely unrealistic for most of us. So why is this shift happening right now? Well, for one, local model runners have gotten significantly easier to use. On top of that, the underlying coding models themselves are rapidly improving. And maybe more importantly, developers are showing a strong desire for workflow independence. They just don't want to build their entire development workflow around one hosted assistant that could totally change its rules tomorrow. And getting started is shockingly simple. A beginner really only needs a basic three-part stack. First, a model runner to actually execute the AI right on your machine. Second, a coding capable model that you download to do the actual thinking and processing. And third, a workflow integration. So that's something like a command line interface, an editor extension, or a simple agent loop. It isn't necessarily effortless for sure, but it is way simpler than most people assume. Section 3. Test tasks, not hype. The pragmatic approach. Okay, now that we understand what the stack looks like, I've got to give you a quick warning. Here is where people totally overcomplicate things. They fall right down a rabbit hole. They start comparing 10 different tools, 20 different open source models, and 50 obscure benchmarks before they've even tried to complete a single real programming task. Don't do that. It is a huge waste of your time. And this brilliantly illustrates the right way to evaluate these things. The smartest test is painfully simple. Just take one coding task you actually do every single day. Imagine taking a messy legacy function, the one from 2018 that absolutely nobody wants to touch, and asking the AI to refactor it, or have it explain a confusing file, generate a starter component for you, or help debug a broken script. Run that exact task through a local workflow. Then compare the result to your cloud tool. Now you're measuring actual real world usefulness instead of just buying into marketing hype. Section 4, the real trade offs: convenience versus control. Let's be totally fair for a second. If you just want things to work incredibly fast with zero tinkering, cloud tools like GitHub Copilot still hold a massive advantage. I mean, this is absolutely not a Copilot is dead explainer. Claiming local AI is superior in absolutely every single way right now would be complete nonsense. No, this is a mature look at actual trade-offs. We need to be honest about exactly what we are giving up and exactly what we are gaining when we change up our workflow. Because the real comparison here isn't simply cloud bad, local good. That's way too simplistic. The ultimate choice you have to make is between prioritizing maximum convenience with cloud AI or prioritizing maximum ownership over your workflow with local AI. That one single distinction changes everything about how you evaluate these tools. If convenience is your top priority, the cloud wins. If privacy matters more to you, local pulls ahead. When we compare the two head to head, local AI absolutely wins on privacy, control, and experimentation. You can shape the exact environment you want. However, here's the catch. Cloud AI still wins when it comes to having low setup friction, bypassing hardware limits, and providing raw output polish. If you go in expecting a local AI running on your laptop to beat a multi-billion-dollar cloud tool's polish on day one, you're probably gonna be disappointed. Section 5. Your AI decision framework, the best path forward. Let's move to the strategy phase and see how this builds into an actionable plan. So how do you actually apply all this to your daily routine? The smartest move is not to rip out and replace your cloud tools overnight. That is way too disruptive. Instead, run an experiment. Keep your cloud tool active, sure, but test a single local workflow right beside it to accurately measure your cost, your speed, and the quality of the output. It might sound a bit boring, but honestly, it's the approach that actually works. Here's a simple three-pronged framework to guide you. You should stay cloud if you strictly want fast setup and minimal friction. You should explore local if you deeply care about privacy, ownership, and long-term flexibility. But for most of you tuning into this video, use both is the nuanced correct answer. It really is the absolute best transition path. And frankly, that's the kind of nuance that gets completely missed by most of the AI hype out there right now. So the crucial point is this: local AI equals leverage. It matters because it gives you control and independence over your own work. It's not about being perfect today. It's about giving you a foundation where you aren't just renting your capabilities from someone else's servers. You own the process. I want to leave you with a powerful question. Should you keep renting your entire AI coding workflow without at least testing whether a more controllable option fits you better? For most developers, the answer is probably no. I'd love to know where you stand right now. Drop a comment with your current stack. Are you using Copilot, Cursor, Claude, or have you already moved to fully local? Let me know. And if you want, I can make our next video a step-by-step beginner setup guide for running those local agents. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and keep exploring.